Before I start the video, a quick disclaimer that yeah, I know I have talked negative stuff about the iPhone 5s in my last video, but today there are some solid reasons and things to talk about the iPhone 5s. So what is up guys, it's Zaki here, and let's take a look at the iPhone 5s in 2017 and should you still consider buying it. Well, first off, the entire most prioritized thing here is the price tag. If you don't want to spend a crazy amount of money on the very latest flashy iPhone 7 Plus, then you are in the right place. However, if you're looking forward to one of those $900 deals, then I have done a review on the iPhone 7 Plus. Check the top right corner to hook to that. You can find a clone iPhone 7 Plus for $100, but to be honest, clones are nothing real to original. So what is that Snoopy iPhone thing you can that you can buy for $100? Well, that's the iPhone 5s. The iPhone 5s is available for $170. This is not exactly from the factory, but it is certified refurbished, and yeah, refurbished phones are not bad at all. Trust me, they are really good. The link to the product is in the description. Okay, starting off with the design, this phone has one of the best designs out there, and this was the main reason for the iPhone SE to be released last year. The iPhone has a slick and slim design. The case is made out of metal. Most of the body is fully aluminum with a Gorilla Glass, a real one though. It is one of the best phones that you can get for one-hand use. The phone fits really well on hand with a very decent comfort. Besides the fact that the phone has a small form factor, the phone is packed with lots of features and spec to praise and make it an excuse to buy it. The phone has a very premium feel and somehow is very lightweight. Talking about the screen size, if you're comfortable with small screens and have no problem using them, then you'll be very happy with the phone. As mentioned in my previous video, the screen has a resolution of 640 by 1136, which isn't the best in the market but doesn't feel bad at all. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out the full comparison of the iPhone SE and the iPhone 5s, make sure you do that. It is on the top right and also a link in the description box down below. The iPhone 5s is running Apple's A7 processor, which is obviously not the latest version of Apple's processor, but the speed and performance I have nothing to complain about. The iPhone 5s was the first phone to have fingerprint scanner and also that 64-bit operating system thing popping around. Even still today, the iPhone 7 Plus is running the 64-bit operating system, and it gives you a valid reason to buy the iPhone 5s in 2017. If you're thinking that this phone is really old and you won't get the new updates, good news for you. This phone is still supported by iPhone, which means you will get the latest version of updates in this phone no matter what and how. If you want a comparison of the iPhone 5s with the iPhone 7 Plus, then subscribe to the channel, it will be out soon. Using the phone even after using the iPhone 7 Plus, it doesn't feel slow at all. With the iPhone 5s we get a 1 GB of RAM, which is okay, but Apple, if you're watching this, just letting you know that you could have done way better. However, if you're a fairly heavy user, then I will highly recommend you to restart the phone once in a while so that you get the speed back. The overall performance did not disappoint me at all. Here's what you will love the most. The iPhone 5s is one of the most popular phones that you can find in the market, and so you can change any parts if you want to and if they are damaged. Speaking about the camera, the phone has an 8 megapixel back camera with f2.2 that is capable of shooting full HD at 30 frames per second and slow motion at 120 frames per second. Moving on to the front facing camera, you have a 12 megapixel front facing camera, which isn't the best, but for the money it's just perfect. The battery life is something that may disappoint most users. As I have mentioned in my comparison video, the SE and the 5s has a horrible battery. Yeah, it does. If you're gaming in this thing, there will be no flaws or whatsoever with the performance, but the battery will drain up really soon. But you can get a power bank with this thing to back you up, and I will leave a link in the description for both the power bank and the phone itself. The iPhone 5s is way smaller than the iPhone 7 Plus, so you have got a very good point about the battery here. If you are more concerned about the battery, then make sure to check out my review on the iPhone SE. It has got a very good battery. To wrap things up, this phone is running the Apple's A7 processor, has 1 GB of RAM, storage capacity of up to 64 GB, with an 8 megapixel back camera and first gen Touch ID. Let's be honest that it is way more than what you would expect from a $170 price point phone. that's basically it for today. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like rating. If you want to see more reviews coming up this week, then subscribe and turn the notification on so that you are notified whenever I release them. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.